Okay, hello, good afternoon, good evening. Let me just check, make sure that my levels are okay. Ayun, good evening. I think it's evening na, di ba? 6 p.m. is considered evening. So, good evening to everybody. Welcome to 5 Minutes to Happy. For those of you that aren't familiar with 5 Minutes to Happy, what this is... Ay, teka lang, nag-echo ako. Uh-oh, wait, sorry. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, sorry about that. But yes, okay. Welcome to 5 Minutes to Happy. In 5 Minutes to Happy, what we do is we take 5 minute sessions, 5 minute discussions about certain topics about well-being and happiness. Okay, and we focus on developing yourself, developing meaningful relationships with others, and finding fulfilling work. So those are the kind of the three pillars that I teach in this session, this series called 5 Minutes to Happy. Today's session is talking about I'm sad and I don't know why. It's talking about sadness. Now, before we get into today's session, I just want to remind you and let you know that you can share this and comment shared to get the free PDF on dealing with sadness. Okay, there's a PDF guide. I'll just type this here. Share this and comment shared to get the free PDF on dealing with sadness. Okay, so yes, let me just copy it up. And I'm doing a multi-stream today with on the two Facebook pages and on YouTube din. Okay, and there we go. And okay, let me just pin this here and pin this comment. Okay, yeah, so share this and comment share so you can get this free PDF on dealing with sadness. It's kind of a summary of today's session. All right, so let's jump right in. Today we're talking about this. We're talking about sadness. We're talking about I'm sad and I don't know why. Now, have you ever gotten that feeling you wake up in the morning and you're just sad? Right? I've experienced that. Or maybe you wake up, you're okay, right? You're totally fine, and then you start going on social media. You first thing you do when you wake up, you open your phone, you scroll through it, and then maybe you read something news or on Facebook, and then you suddenly get sad. Have you experienced that? Let me know. Just say yes. You've experienced that. Maybe in the middle of the day, you something triggers. There's a trigger. Something happened that triggers you to feel sad. And the thing with when I'm saying you feel sad, it's not just the sadness that goes away. Okay, it's not just the kind of sadness na okay lang, and it goes away immediately. It's the kind of sadness that makes you want to stay in bed, right? It makes you want to stay in bed. It makes you want to stay the whole day in bed. It makes you want to, just scroll through social media for hours and hours on end. It makes us unproductive, and it affects how we treat the people around us, our family, our loved ones. It affects those people too because we're feeling sad. Do you know what I'm talking about? Makaka-relate ba kayo? Can you guys relate with this? Yeah, they're saying yes, you can relate with it. Oftentimes, the thing is though, a lot of the times we don't even know what's causing this sadness, right? We feel sad, but we can't really pinpoint that we're sad because of a specific reason, because of a certain reason. And now with COVID-19, with the politics that's going on, with the lockdowns, with everything else, stress and depression, they're at an all-time high. So many people are stressed, so many people are depressed. But even not during the COVID-19 season, this can still happen, right? This kind of sadness can still occur. And when we do feel this way, what we should be doing, okay, on dealing with sadness, on dealing with this parang sadness that we don't understand and we don't know why, we have to ask ourselves this question over here, okay? Why am I sad? Ask yourself, why am I sad? It's hard for us to pinpoint, but we have to ask ourselves. Maybe sometimes we feel unloved by our family members or by our loved ones. Maybe we see someone post something on social media and it affects us. We see somebody else's success and it affects us. It makes us feel like a failure. Right? And I know because I do the same thing sometimes. And sometimes I feel the same thing then. The sadness, the feeling of being unloved, the feeling of feeling like a failure, I felt the same way. Now, the first thing that we should do, okay, and when is counter that negative thinking, right? Okay. those negative thoughts are not true. When we think, okay, I'm not someone who's lovable, or I am a failure. Which of these? Okay, remember, or what are the other possible reasons you think now you'd feel sad? But I identified, but there's feeling now you're unlovable and feeling that you're a failure. Those are some very common ones, and we have to remember we have to take a step back from our emotions, okay, from our emotional response, and remind ourselves that these negative thoughts are not true. These negative thoughts are not true. And there's usually evidence to contradict our negative thinking when we can remember, I'm not a failure because, I was able to do this, I'm able to do that, and so on. So I'll spend more time on this in another session, but there's evidence. When we can think about it, we can say, this is not true. Another thing we can do is reach out. Okay, reach out to a friend, to a family member, or if you have a pet, you can just reach out to your pet. Someone to help you either rationalize and understand what you're going through, or just to make you feel loved. Like your dog will always make you feel loved if you have a dog. And that's often what we need. Someone to talk you through it, someone to support you, someone to make you feel loved. It helps us, it boosts us when we're feeling that sadness. And recently, last week, I was feeling sad because of COVID and the politics and everything, and I reached out to a friend, and we were just chatting. I chatted with a friend, and she listened, and she helped me understand why I was sad. And then I just felt better. I just felt better because I reached out. And that's something that you can do as well. That's something I would recommend for you to do. Okay, another thing we can do is just stop going on social media, stop looking at the news, because that triggers a lot of our sadness. And usually, we're sad, and then we go on our phone and we see more stuff, and we just get more sad, and then we're just stuck. It's like a never-ending cycle. Better yet, what you can do is you put your phone away, which is usually the source of the sadness. Put your phone away and do something else. You can exercise. You can reach out to somebody. You can watch a funny TV show. Something that doesn't require a phone. Try not to use your phone so that the notifications won't pop up. If you can have it on like a computer or on TV, diba? Watch a funny TV show. Or another thing you can try is meditation. Meditation, I highly recommend it. A lot of the successful people do meditation, and it helps for calm, it helps for focus, it helps for thinking, for clear thinking. Lastly, try to get moving. You can try to take a walk, you can try to exercise, take a shower. It's sometimes this physical activity is the push we need to snap out of whatever we're feeling, because we can gain momentum. If we're walking, if we're exercising, we can gain momentum, and that helps us out. Lastly, get enough sleep. And be mindful of what we eat. Our health is very important. And when we sleep, the exercise, what I mentioned earlier, physical activity, getting enough sleep, and being mindful of what we eat. Not so many carbs, especially at night. Okay, don't have too much rice at night, and we should usually be getting around 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So this also the sugary stuff, which can be linked directly to mood swings, especially at night. You don't want to have sugar, okay, because that really affects us. Okay, what other tips can you add? Baka you have your own tips that you want to share. Share them in the comments down below. All right, just as a reminder, share this and comment share to get the free PDF on dealing with sadness. All right, we talked about, diba? Well, just to summarize what we talked about, what you should do, contradict your negative thinking, okay? And then meditation, stop going on social media, reach out to friends, family members, loved ones, or a pet, watch something funny, you can rationalize and think about what you're going through, and try to get moving. All right, let me look at the comments over here. Hello, guys. Lady Chet, thank you for tagging. Miles, thank you for tagging. Jekka, Steph, Mendez, thank you for sharing this, guys. Mendez, Grace, sorry, your last name's first, but Grace, Jelly, thank you. Jekka, Steph, Miles. Yes, mga people who agreed. Thank you for tagging. Elise, shared, thank you. Yes. Pray. Okay, that's a good thing. Pray, diba? Prayer is a form of meditation din. That can be a form of meditation. I have here meditate, but you can also say prayer. That can also be a form of meditation. Christine is saying, wow, I needed this the most now. Oh, that's great to hear that this is helping you out. Hopefully this helps you out. And you can get, share this, comment shared, so that you can get the PDF guide, diba? So that when you're feeling sad, maybe you're gonna print it out, maybe you just pull it up, or maybe you watch this episode and then you get reminded of parang how to get out of that sadness. I'm also gonna talk about negative thinking later on. It's in the list of topics I'm gonna talk about, which goes more into depth into that negative thinking part. Uh, Go to church, sabi ni Steph. Yeah, it can have that peace, diba? That peace in a certain place. Let's see here. Thank you, Kenny, for tagging. Michaela, hello. Pray, eat, love. Um, Pray, which is I have here meditations, also a form of prayer. Love, diba? Reach out to loved ones. Eat. Be careful of what you're eating. Wag naman, that's the thing. If we say eat, don't just eat anything. Okay, don't just eat anything. Uh, Jerica, thank you for sharing. Kirsten, hello. Hemelin, thank you as well. And I'm getting, and we're doing multiple streams here. Um, and okay, stay away from negative thinking, right? But sometimes we can't help it, diba? Na negative thoughts come into our head, so we have to deal with them, and we have to understand and rationalize what's really going on, and you have to contradict that negative thinking. By the way, if you have questions, let me know in the comments section down below. I don't have a slide here, pero I do have an upcoming training. I think we're gonna do it next month. It's the 3 pillars to a happy and healthy life. So I'm going to talk about that sometime next month. If you want to get notifications for that, just head over to jason.ph. Okay, jason.ph. That's the website, jason.ph. So you can sign up for that. You'll also get notifications on our upcoming episodes for 5 Minutes to Happy as well. Meditating God's word and singing. Oh, singing then, right? Singing is a form of like physical activity that can also get you out. Ako, I do some singing sometimes. Just don't request any songs. Drink and eat alone. But you have to be careful. Once again, Grace, if you're drinking alcohol and you're eating mga sugary foods, it can sometimes just make you feel worse. Okay, so just be careful. Just be careful about that. Funny vids helps me a lot. Motivational videos helps to uplift the spirit. Diba? Yeah, motivational videos. Pray and eat dark chocolate. Oh yeah, dark chocolate's good. Be careful sa mga too sugary things. Diba? That's what we have to avoid. Okay. Ayan. Doesn't look like we have any questions. If you have any requests for topics, let me know in the comment section down below. Read the Bible, have quiet time with the Lord, or meditate on the Bible, diba? It's that quiet time, diba? It's that quiet time that you're not thinking about other things and you're focused. You're just having that calming focus, diba? We have meditate because not everybody is Christian. Not everybody reads the Bible. We do have different faiths. Do what you like. Very depends, din Steph, right? Sometimes do what you like is scrolling through social media, and then that just makes us feel worse. Or eating a lot of cake, a lot of ice cream, a lot of donuts, which the next day will just make us feel worse then. So we kind of have to think, not always doing what you like. It's not YOLO, diba? Hindi ba YOLO na just doing anything. What I do now, first thing in the morning, I read the Bible, just one paragraph, and internalize on it. Diba? So there's meditation, internalizing on it, doing stretching and household chores. So you're also doing physical activity, which is also productive because you're doing household chores at the same time. Nice. Taking a walk, diba? That's also good. Diba? That's that physical activity. You try to get moving. Ako, I try to go outside. Over here, I know in Cebu we can't really go far, pero try to go outside, walk around a little bit as well. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any questions, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or anything to add as well to this. And don't forget, you can share this, comment, share to get the free PDF guide to dealing with sadness. I forgot to put the slide here, but next week I'm going to be shifting to a 10 a.m. schedule next week. I actually prefer doing this at 10 in the morning. So if you follow on Monday, we have our Monday motivations. That's always at 10 a.m. on Monday. On Tuesday, we will have 5 Minutes to Happy. What's scheduled on Tuesday? Let me look at the topic. On Tuesday, we'll talk about dealing with weaknesses. How to deal with our weaknesses. So this might be something that's really interesting for you guys on Tuesday, 10 a.m. We're talking about dealing with our own internal weaknesses, how we deal with them. On Thursday, the topic title is Bobo, sana mamatay ka na lang, So that's, of course, I'm not telling you that, but it's something we read online, okay? So that's on Thursday, okay? Dealing with those kinds of comments. And on Friday, we're answering the question, can money buy happiness. Okay, so that's coming for next week. So be sure to be tuned in next week. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. We have these episodes of 5 Minutes to Happy, and I think I'm going to keep it at the 10 a.m. schedule. It works in my schedule then, and it's consistent. Then we have the Monday motivation, then Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, TikTok na lang. TikTok, mga funny videos, diba? That's you can get those on TikTok. All right, guys, thank you for staying on. And yeah, even if you're watching the replays, let me know if you have any questions, any comments as well. Okay, thank you, and you have a great weekend to everybody. Teka lang, let me look at the other. There's another comment on my profile. Try yoga at home. Yeah, you can do yoga at home. Yoga can also be parang very meditative, diba? Yung yoga. So that's a good recommendation as well, Marvin. Thank you. Okay, thank you guys once again. I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Friday, TGIF, diba? Thank God it's Friday, and have a great weekend, whether it's your day off or you're still going to do some work. All right, that is it for today. And yes, yeah. Okay, guys. Bye bye.